Alright guys, up early in the morning, and I don't know if you can kind of tell what we're in, but I'm in the Bronco. And I'm taking this thing, I'm not going to say thing because this thing is, I'm going to say thing because this SUV vehicle is pretty much on point. And I'm thinking about selling it, so taking it over to Crash Customs. You know, Crash Customs is the best place to let him look at the engine and kind of dress up the engine work and kind of dress up a couple of things I may have missed, and probably put it up for sale. All right guys, like I said earlier, we're back at Crash Customs, and Adam is here with a cane, walking like an old man. I'm not going to tell you what happened to him, but you guys will maybe see how he walks. So he's getting ready to kind of figure out what we're going to do with this thing, you know, kind of paint some things up, change what are you thinking?
You know, same as the vet. It's not bad. It just, you know, needs to be cleaned up, move some things around, paint a couple things here and there.
The wiring.
You know, yeah, wiring. Maybe change out some hardware. Maybe put an intake on it. Definitely a bath.
Yeah.
And we'll make it look like it's got 800 horsepower.
Well, that's what it needs, 800 horsepower.
Well, I mean, we can do that too.
Yeah, well.
It might be a little outside of the budget, though.
Yeah, maybe a lot outside of the budget.
These are good engines. They clean up good. They look nice. There's a bunch of cool parts available for them. So, you know, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. So you're saying that's 40 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't light. That's a big ass piece of metal, and what it does is it recirculate, like there's a charcoal canister right here, and it kind of pushes exhaust gases into it, and basically it's kind of just an EGR.
So something I really don't need on here.
You really don't need it. It's not. Technically, it's not required for inspection on this anymore because it's only a safety inspection. But, and that'll get rid of a lot, you know, that's another issue with like 90s Ford stuff. There's a lot of vacuum lines for smog pumps. And once you pull that out, like I said, this would be gone. This big thing down here would be gone. If we're going to replace this pulley, you should do a new belt anyway. So we'll have to get a smaller belt, but I'm sure that, I mean, it's probably so common that there's a delete kit that sticks a pulley there, but there's probably also just a belt number available that's just a smaller belt.
Let me start this thing up and see what's moving under here. Sounds pretty good though. My breakfast I had this morning.
But yeah, you know, give it a bath, clean some stuff up, move some stuff around. We can make it look nice.
All right, guys, so this is how we're going to leave it. I'll give you guys a good picture of it. We'll see what Adam at Crash Customs comes up with. I don't know, guys. Like I said earlier on my drive here, I'm gonna put this thing up for sale, but I don't know. You know, I bought it for a reason. Just don't know what reason I bought it for, but we'll see what he comes up with.
3 days later.
All right, guys, we just pulled up at one of our favorite places, Crash Customs, and let's see what Adam has done to the Bronco. I'm looking at it right now and it looks pretty clean. It looks real clean. See what we got. Wow. LED light bar on the front. That looks great. Bet it puts out a lot of light. Wow, the engine looks wow, guys. Cable management is on point. Wow, looks good, man. Attention to detail, right?
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. This thing looks like a different. It looks different, man.
Yeah.
This thing looks completely different.
Stuff that came out.
Okay, what?
All of this is ugly that I took out.
Wow.
Smog pump, just old tubing, old hoses.
So none of that's needed. Obviously, none of that's needed. What's that big?
This is your smog pump.
Okay. And what were the smog pumps for?
Basically, it's recirculates. It puts exhaust fumes back into. It recycles exhaust.
Okay.
It was kind of a failed attempt at.
Basically,
it's pointless.
Pointless.
Horsepower.
Now it's pointless.
Horsepower stealer.
Okay. Man, it's looking clean under here. Really clean. Looks good, man. Oh wow. What? You fabricated that? Looks good.
I put that together. Mostly just because it's real ugly back there. There's not a whole lot you can do to dress it up other than putting all brand new stuff, and even then it's like kind of a rat's nest of junk.
Wow.
So I figured why not just. You had mentioned engine covers, and there's not really a whole lot available for these.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd put something together small and kind of out of the way. Plus it protects all that wiring. Your coil is underneath there, and
you drive it? See if it got more horsepower, you think? Or
no, I like I said, I just finished it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the best way to run the wiring so all the lights aren't jumbled up and
So what'd you figure out? Running.
Basically, what I did is I got a 12-volt accessory socket.
Okay.
That your 3-way plugs into.
Okay.
Also, and that is on a switch.
Okay.
So that way, when you flip that on, and your underglow lights are connected with that also. So when you flip that on, your lights come on.
Okay.
And that way you don't have to worry about it draining your battery down anymore.
So the underglow lights are on a switch.
Yeah.
And then how about the?
This is on its own separate switch.
Okay, cool.
New door handles are in.
Okay, cool.
I didn't like the
the
washers that
Look
were
great,
there.
man.
So I had those left over from the vet, and I figured they're pretty close to
They're
the
close.
color in here.
They're close.
There's the switch is right here, so it's hidden.
So what's that for?
That's turns on everything right here.
Okay.
And the underglow.
Okay.
And then that's just your light bar.
Okay, so I see the underglow is on. Yeah. Light bar on? Yeah.
It's I've got it kind of angled down so you don't kill anybody.
Yeah,
But,
makes sense.
It lit up the entire backyard.
Wow. Looks good on there too, right?
Yeah. It there was holes in the bumper from from previous fog lights, I guess.
Yeah.
So it covers those up nice. And
wow, you caught it dead on the head, man. That 52 looks good.
yeah.
That 52 looks good.
Yeah, it fit the curve pretty good.
Have you started it up to see how it sounds with this new intake on it? Sounds smooth. Sounds good. It does. Yeah. Well, it sounds great. It looks good. Now I just got to remember the app that's the lights are on. Like
Well, the box is right here,
oh, cool.
so you can actually still get to
Scan
the
it, okay.
QR code, and it's not secured. It's just
That's
in
good.
there,
In case you have to take it out.
Yeah, in case you have to take it out. The fuse for it is still accessible right here,
Okay.
but everything goes inside.
Okay. Wow.
And,
Put a new belt on.
yeah, new. I've got the box for it because it's. I don't know what listing it is. It's for, but it's a 91-inch belt for anybody who cares to want to know, because there's a lot of information that isn't very accurate. I went through 3 different belts before I found the one that fit correctly. Because some people said 92-inch belt, 91 and a half. This is a 91-inch belt.
It fits perfect.
910K5.
Wow.
But yeah, fits perfect. I changed out that pulley, that plastic pulley. This is actually off of a Chevy truck.
Wow.
But same diameter. It's just steel, and your old one, it was noisy. Plus, you could see it was almost worn through, and it was curved, which was causing your belt to walk back and forth. And I was worried that, you punch it at the light, or on the highway, and you goose it to get in front of somebody, and the last thing you want to do is fling a belt. And
were you able to tighten up the top bolts?
yeah, all that's ran all the way in, and I painted the wheel wells.
Oh wow, you did? Oh wow, guys, look at that. That's clean.
Sides of the gas tank too.
That's clean, man. That's clean.
But
this guy never disappoints, guys. Wow, it looks good under there, man.
And I'll give you.
Now you make me want to keep the truck, man. God damn it.
It's funny. My suspension guy was here yesterday, and I was telling him about it. He likes it, and I was like, he was talking about getting rid of it. And I was like, but once you change something about a car, or you get something done, then it's like kind of rekindles the reason you got it in the first place. But I can give you his name and number.
Okay.
And he said he'd be happy to do it over here, and and I told him just tell him what you want, and he knows all about the best kit or suspension for however you want to drive it.
Okay. Man, this thing looks good, man. Did you ever see the lights in the grill right there? You see how they're going off? They look good.
Yeah.
Man, this car looks good. Need to put a little wash to it.
Yeah, it's a little dirty, but
I'm gonna hose it off.
That's the fun thing about big trucks. They look good, dirty or clean. Like you can't pull up in the vet looking all dirty.
Yeah, I can't pull up in the vet like this.
But you can pull up in something like this, and everybody's still like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah, this thing looks good, guys. This thing looks great. Well, I can definitely tell you, man, if I am going to sell it, I think you've added value to it.
Yeah.
You've definitely added value.
Yeah, like I said, anything that we've done to it, nobody's going to be like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." Most likely, if you sell it, somebody's going to put a K&N on it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
now you've made it that much easier.
Yep.
And it's funny, I was talking shit about K&N. It's just paying for the name.
Yeah.
But it really is the only decent. You can get a universal deal and then have to fab up some stuff and buy new stock plenum to kind of join it all together to make it look good.
And after you sent me that, it's like you said, it's going to run about the same price almost.
Yeah. After you pay somebody to put it together and paint it up and make it not look like a factory thing, and piece it all together, you're still stuck with, you know, a homemade intake that you're probably going to have $300-400 into.
Yeah.
But in this one, you can see it's molded to fit the hose, and it looks nice. So
Wow.
I think it's worth the money, at least in this application.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you it looks good. Just needs a little wash now.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna take it to a place. I'm just gonna wash it down and then go back over at the house and clean it up. But it looks great, man. Looks great.
I haven't washed my truck in 2 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, it matches the paint job.
Yeah. Does match the paint job, but it looks great though, man. It looks great. All right, guys. Well, once again, you see it. So the video on this one it's going to be 2 videos. Well, it's going to be 1 video because I didn't post the other one when I came over here and dropped it off. So you guys will be able to see all in one. So it'll be like a clean sweep, just, you know, like it happened in one day. So we'll catch you next time. Once again, always thanks to the over at Crash Customs, who always does an excellent job, guys. I mean, if you guys can really see, this stuff was junky, and you'll see it on the other video. You'll see it. You'll see how the wires were put together, man. You'll see how, man, I mean, that looks great. I mean, it just looks great, man. It looks great. It looks great. Like you said, not over the top, still classic looking.
Right.
It looks great.
Not everything has to be hot rods and muscle cars and big and showy, but
yeah,
clean is always correct.
Yep.
So.
Oh man, I didn't even see you painted it. Man, I didn't even see this back here. Man, I'm just finding more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just finding more stuff. I mean,
got there's dark charcoal washers.
Okay.
That match the paint of the truck, like down here, and like on the side of the light.
Okay.
So,
Oh wow.
You know, gunmetal washers.
Wow.
I got a good deal on a bunch of nice hardware, so I bought a whole bunch of it.
Makes sense. Oh, I didn't even notice. Man, I'm just picking. You know, I'll get home and then see stuff I didn't see. You know.
The metal overflow tube that was running right here was actually leaking.
Okay.
So I
did away with it.
Well, not did away with it. I got 6 feet of hose, and ran it across over to. It goes to the top of the throttle body.
Okay. Cool.
So, but yeah, it's this piece right here. It had a little pinhole down here in the rust.
Okay.
And so plus it's not very pretty.
No, it's seen its days.
But
so we're looking good, man. This looks good. It looks great. It looks great. Can't complain. All right, guys. Let me hop in this car, but before I do that, I'm gonna pay this dude. All right? Yeah.
That's always nice.
Yeah, it's always good. All right, guys.